Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom doom. Doom, sibba dibba da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom, sibba dibba da boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da. It's Titan in the morning. 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 Titan in the morning. My name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Good morning to you. Wait. Let me say it again. Hold on. Good morning. Hey, Keisha, you know that. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. She said, good morning, Titan. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know, it got a little twang to it when you say Titan. So good morning to you all. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we got to do. Y'all come on in. We're going to make this here a little expeditious today, but we're going to talk about it this morning. So y'all know how we do with Titan in the morning. Y'all come on in. Y'all say good morning, but make sure when you say good morning, you type it all the way out. Type it all the way out. Good and morning, all the O's and R's and INGs. All right. So y'all, let's go ahead and do it. TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. I got a goal today. See if y'all can help me out with that. And go on over to my TikTok shop and grab you all a good old nice Titan in the Morning mug. You know what I mean? Get you one. It's a black one. There's a white one. There's a 40-ounce travel mug. There are journals. There are all the things over there. So go on over and grab you one and let me know if you did that. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all go ahead and show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Show me all of the good stuff. And y'all, I'm trying to big up my my following. So if you all would like, please like, follow, share, subscribe, do all of that. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell a friend to tell another friend. You know, I just feel like it's a good morning. Is it a good morning for you? It's a good morning for me. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it being a good morning. We're gonna say good morning. Now, this morning on this Tuesday, right, we're gonna talk about not your tithes, right? And not your offerings. Tithes and offerings. Not yours. Not me, not we, not thee, not they, not yours. Not your tithes and offerings. Not your tithes and not your offerings. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. Hey, Lucy Lou. Lucy Lou said, look who's sneaking in. Come on in, Lucy Lou. That's what I'm talking about. Look who's sneaking in. Look, I don't know. I'm going to see if I got it this morning. Let me see. Hold on. Let me take a sip. me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Mm. Yes, yes. I think I got it this morning. I think I got it. Hold on. Enia? Ania? I don't know. I think to let me know if I'm saying it correctly. Good morning. Lucy Lou say you do. Okay, so Lucy Lou, you saying it. You saying it. Enya. Did I say it correctly? Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because I feel like I need to do a little something. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey, good morning. Hey, faces of me, good morning. Man, y'all say what y'all want to say, but ain't nobody running around here with no dry, cracked lips. That ain't about to happen. That ain't about to happen. Hold on a second. I got it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm letting y'all come in. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Tell a friend. All right. Let me do this last little piece. I got you. I got you here. I got you. And we good. All right. I got you. All right, y'all. So this is what we're doing this morning, right? We're going to check in this morning. What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? Come on and y'all come talk to me. Now, I am going to say that I am still a little tired, right? However, I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. My word today, and maybe two words, is new attitude. Look, y'all, here's the thing, right? We are going to bed on closing out one day, starting another, and we have the opportunity, we have the integrity, we have the ability to have another day, right? To do things that you didn't do on the other day today. And then even if you can't do those things today, you still got the outlook that you're going to make a difference and you're going to have a change. Y'all with me this morning? So what I want to say to you all this morning is, yeah, my word today is new attitude. I got a new attitude because I can't keep the same old attitude that I had yesterday, right? If it was holding me back and keeping me down, I got to have a new attitude for today because today is a new day, right? You understand what I'm saying? Now, you may have a similar attitude from what you had on yesterday, but the reality of it is that you have a new attitude, or at least that's what I think. So, what's one word of how you're feeling today, or one statement, or one sentence? But what's one word of how you're feeling today? I'm feeling new attitude. Something, something, and my worries are free. Yeah, 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 da 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 dee. Do. Look, I don't even know the words. Look, I got a new attitude. Yeah. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, okay. I I got blessed. I got living. Okay, living is good and blessed is good, right? Now remember when you check in, the word don't have to mean a hill of beans to us, but it means everything to you, and you're being open and honest with what you're actually doing. Y'all with me this morning? Can we do that? Can we be good like that? I'm gonna move over this way a little bit. Okay, okay, well then good. Well then good. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Inya. So here's what we're gonna do this morning. This morning I'm talking about not your tithes and not your offerings, right? And I want to give a little backstory. Y'all know I got a story. You know, I had a conversation with someone, and this person was telling me that they needed help, right? And I said, you know, and y'all, let me. I don't know if I want to preface this or if I want to. I'm just gonna say it. So this person was telling me that they needed help, and I said, you know, that's what good friends are for. You know what I mean? Good morning, beautiful God loving person you are. Yes. Hey, Erica, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, AJ, good morning. Y'all come on in and say good morning to me. If you coming in, hey, Vintage, good morning, pretty lady. Good morning, Dramal, good morning to you. Jax, good morning to you. Come on in. Hey, Coco, good morning. Tell me, hey now, hey now, hey now, what you say now? That's so Raven. Oh, sorry, my bad. Erica said, I just love how you spread God's love. Indeed, Erica, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Linked Up said, good morning. Come on, good morning to you. Evilio said, good morning, corazon. I love it. I love it. When you talk to me like that, when you say corazon, corazon, corazon. Yes, that's why I like to say it. Hey, Sean, good morning. All right, y'all. So we're going to talk about it this morning. Let me preface this just a little bit, right? So what we're talking about, not your tithes and not your offerings, right? Now, before y'all go ahead and you start clutching your non-existent pearls and saying, Titan, what you talking about? I want us just to take a moment, right? And I want us just to breathe, right? Because a lot of times what happens is that we go into things and we don't take a breath. We don't think about our peace. We don't think about our time and energy and love that we're putting into something. We just think that this is what we're supposed to do, right? Because this is not about your money. It's about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned to them. Oh, y'all thought I was going this way. Y'all thought I was going this way. I'm not talking about that. This is going to touch on this is going to step on somebody's toes today. Somebody is not going to get this until they get to the parking lot, because we're talking about not your tithes and not your offerings, right? Because it's not about money in this, right? Someone just said it over here. It's not about money. It's about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned to them. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, baby. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about it this morning. Hey, Determined to Succeed. Say good morning. Happy Tuesday. Love that blue on you. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, good morning to you. Okay. Wow, I'm ready. Okay, Determined to Succeed. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Hey, Willie, good morning. Sorry for the late entry, but the reality of it is that you're here. I'd rather take it late than never take it at all. Okay. So I'm glad that you're here. Okay. Erica said, tell them. Okay. Inya said, I've joined your fan club for 200 days. Yes, Inya, yes. I'm reading everything this morning. Okay. Everything that come across. We're going to read it and we're going to read it. All right. Instagram. How y'all doing over there? Y'all good over there? All right. Let me do it one more time. Right. Not your tithes and not your offerings. Right. Hey, Bree. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. I'm gonna read it one more time because I gotta talk about it here, right? So we're talking about not your tithes and not your offering. Normally, when somebody mentions tithes and offerings, it's about money. It's about money going to the church. It's about doing your tithes and offerings for. Wait a minute, hold on. No, 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 no. I just got a PhD in the streets of life, right? And that's what I know. That's what I know. So we're gonna talk about the tithes and offering, y'all. I'm not gonna talk about the other things that this person said in the comment, because here's the thing, right? This is not your tithes and this is not your offering. And what I'm talking about is because this is not about money. Tithes and offering is always tied to money and riches and all of those things. But I think about it in blessings. I think about it in life. I think about it in all of that, right? All right. And then because this isn't about your money, right? It's about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned to them. People are watching you, right? Your tithes and your offering. People are capping on your money and things like that. Erica said, I'm not seeing all the comments. Right. You're not going to see them, Erica, like that, because number one, there's a filter. And then number two, right, my moderators are taking things out. So certain comments are flagged, right? I can still see them. I can't see them all, but certain comments are flagged. So let me just say that to you all, because sometimes I'm speaking about a comment that I can only see that you all can't see because it's been flagged. And I go ahead and I mention the comment because this is real life and this is what's happening, right? And so I will talk about the comment. I can see their name. I'm not mentioning their names, but it is real life. And so that's the reason why we talk about it like that. So today we're talking about not your tithes and not your offering, right? All right. So here's a piece that I want to say. Okay. I want to go back over this because it's about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned them. People see you doing. People see you breaking it up. People see you with your Giuseppe's on their neck and all this other kind of, however you want to see it. People see you having it, and then people want what you have, right? And this is gonna be real. Some of y'all not gonna like this at all today, but dude, we're gonna talk about it because I had a conversation with someone, and you're saying that you are entitled to what my blessings are, but that's not what God set up for you. So I want to say to you all today, we're going to stop giving your peace and your time and your validation and your energy to people who haven't earned access to your spirit. Tithes and offering, not your tithes and not your offering. We're going to stop giving peace, time, validation, and energy to people who haven't earned the access to your spirit. Bree said access denied. And so like this right here, Bree, your actual comment was flagged, but I'm going to approve it so that it can be out. Access denied. That's what we're talking about this morning because it's not about your money. But if we're going to look at it as in tithes and offering, it's about your energy. It's about your peace. It's about your time. It's about giving people access, right, to things that they did not earn. They didn't earn your tithes and offering, not your tithes. This is not your tithes, and this is not your offering. Oh, okay then. Okay. Like I said, some of y'all not going to get it till you get to the parking lot because we're going to talk about it this morning. So I had a conversation with a friend, and well, here's the thing. We are no longer friends like we were 10, 15 years ago. Right? This person said to me that I come into the room, and this is how we're going to look at it. This person said that I come into the room and everything got to be about, I'm going to move the microphone out the way because I'm moving my hands and I don't want to hit it and all this other kind of stuff like that. And so this person was saying, well, Titan, I see that you're out here doing and, things like that. And I would really like for you to help me. And I said, so yeah, that's not gonna, work. And it was like, what do you mean? You out here doing this and you out here doing that and blah, 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 blah. And you could assist me, it won't take nothing of that. I said, do you remember the reason we stopped talking? Do you remember what happened between us? Well, actually what happened with you, because I didn't even know we had a problem, right? But all of a sudden, you're going to ask me, right, to help you. So I'm going to give y'all the back end. I'm going to give y'all the back story. I'm going to wait. I got you. I see you over here. I see you. All right. So this friend says to me, I'm going to go ahead on and get into it. My topic this morning is not your tithes and not your offerings, right? And I'm going to say this again because I want to make sure that we understand. We have to stop giving our peace and our time and our validation and energy to people who haven't earned the access to our spirit, your life force, your essence, right? Your very soul. What we have been doing, right? What we have been doing is giving away things with coupons. We have been giving away things on a BOGO, on a 2-for-1, and that's not what we're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? And then here's the thing. Some things belong to you and your God. They don't belong to them. So I want to roll it back. Not your tithes and not your offerings, right? And I'm going to get into the story. What we got to do is understand that this is not about just money, right? This is about mental, emotional, spiritual things, right? And here's the thing, it's not about that, but it's all about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned to them. Your blessings, your light, your energy, your time. People feel like they must have it, right? So I want to say it one more time. Stop giving your peace, your time, your validation, and your energy to people who haven't earned access to your spirit. Okay, y'all follow me. Follow me. Because here's the thing. Some things belong to you and your God. Oh, yeah, that's what they had said. They said, Titan, you was going to talk? Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, Quincy, good morning. Hey, Judy, good morning to you. Let's see here. Hey, Josh, good morning. Prince Josh, good morning to you. Yes, Erica. Erica said, tell them stop giving people your peace that don't give peace back. Here's my thing, y'all. I think, and Erica, you're right in that, but I want to say this. A lot of times what we do is we give our peace and we don't ask anything for it. I'm going to tell you all something. Your peace is earned, right? Do you know how hard it is to have peace? Do you know how hard it is to have peace? Look, am I talking to a wall? Because here it is. In order for you to have peace in your life, you got to work for it. My grandmother used to say, anything worth having is worth working for. And if you ain't worked for it, why am I giving it to you with coupons? Why am I giving you my peace with a BOGO? Buy one, get one for, why am I, no, why am I giving it to you half off? I had to earn it. I had to give up my dinero, my pesos, my Deutschmarks. I had to do all of that in order for me to have peace in my life. But then you come along and you're asking me for the very peace that I just earned. You're asking for it for free. So why am I giving it to you for free? Stop. Stop. That's your peace. That person didn't earn that. That person didn't go out there and work for it, to do anything for it. Okay. Keisha said, my peace ain't free. And that's exactly what it is. Because y'all, here's the thing. Y'all need to attach a tariff. Hold on. Y'all need to attach a tariff to your peace. Attach a tariff to your understanding, your validation. Attach a tariff to it. Because here's the thing. People are going to continue to come to you and ask you. People are going to continue to come and say, I deserve that. And you haven't worked for it. Hey, Poems, good morning. Hey, Roman, good morning. Okay, Erica said, quit dimming yourself out. Indeed, I get it. Yes, indeed. Erica said, it's very hard to have peace. I struggle with my own peace daily. In my worst enemy. I'm my worst enemy. Look, let me tell you, because here's the thing. What we do is that we say that everybody deserves peace, but we don't have peace for ourselves. So we out here fighting and trying to get it and do all the things, and it's costing us. It's costing us time, energy, sleep, love, understanding, trauma. It's costing us all of the things. But then somebody comes along and we want to give it to them for free. We want to give it to them and tell them, oh, you can have it and take as much as you need. Because I'm good. I'm going to go back to my statement. Keisha talking about, come on, tariff. Yes, you need a tariff. You need a tax. Okay? Because if they can tax food, if they can tax us, they can do your taxes every year. You can tax a tariff. There's a fee. There's a fee. Erica said, I got to learn and still learning to realize I'm deserving of God's love. And that part. And then here's the thing, y'all. A lot of times people say this and then people get upset because people are talking the truth. Here's the thing, right? Stop giving of your peace. I'm going to say it again. Stop giving of your peace and your time and your validation and your energy to people who haven't earned access to your spirit. Because it's about people feeling entitled to what God never assigned them. Have you ever looked at somebody and you can tell that they need peace? You can tell that peace should be their birthright, right? But they don't have the peace. So here we are, people of peace, right? That we went out and we've earned, and we're sitting up here trying to give it to them because we want them to be at peace. We want them to have a little bit of that goodness, that energy, that warmth. You know what I'm saying? We want them to have that little bit of essence because we figure that they should have it. But here's where the problem comes in. And some of you not going to like this when I say it. Here's where the problem comes in. That is not your assignment. That was never assigned to them. That peace that you're trying to give them, that you're trying to validate that is something that you're supposed to do, they are supposed to be on their own 2 feet and doing their own thing. And here you come, giving them something that you don't even have. You fighting for your very existence right now. You down in your back and you sick and you doing all that. And people are going to say, and I know you people of God, and I'm not saying you people as in you people, but I'm just saying this is what it is, right? A lot of times we do this because we give selflessly. We make sure that we're doing because this is what we're supposed to do, quote unquote. You with me? And what we do is we get lost in the sauce because now we're giving so much, right? And we're giving it for free. So much so that we've depleted ourselves. There should be a tariff. There should be some fees. There should be all of that going on. Hey, Rio, good morning. Tina said, good morning. You better preach. You speaking the truth. I'm trying because I'm about to tell y'all about this conversation I had. Sometimes God's working on them like he is in me. Look, the thing is, we have to really make sure that we're just not going off the cuff. And I'm going to say this, and I'm about to ruffle some feathers. Some of y'all are out here trying to save people that don't need saving. Some of y'all are out here trying to give tithes and offering to people that don't need it. The tithes and offering that they need is to stand on their own 2 feet. Figure it out themselves. Duh. Yeah. Determined to Succeed said, I agree. Attach the tariff, boundary standards, required, reciprocity. Look, let me see. Y'all know I'm cuckoo. All right. They'll think twice about coming to you. That part, Determined to Succeed. Here's my thing. Y'all think about what you've done for people and how people have went off, did what they was going to do, and they come back to you with the same problem they had before, right? Don't get me wrong. I have peace. It's just my struggles are my own innocence. Look, here's the thing though, but we got to be careful with that. And I'm not saying, Erica, that you're wrong in that because I big up that. I understand that. This is what I want to say. And this is I statements that Titan is saying. I had to understand that my struggles, right, were going to be mine regardless of who I help or not. Oh. My life didn't stop lifing because I didn't help somebody. My issues didn't stop being issues because I didn't help somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm going to tell you, it tells you in the Bible, right, to give. To much is given, you can receive much. It's reciprocal. You can get it back, right? Because you give. And in my house, when I grew up, we gave, and we didn't ask for it back, right? Because that wasn't what we do. However, I learned that that is toxic in itself. Because if I'm constantly giving and giving and giving and never getting nothing back, I can't roll like that. Now I can for a little while, but that's not longevity, right? And then people think that we are married to the backslider We are married to long suffering. Y'all, I just beg to differ. I don't think that God put you on this earth to be a doormat, for people to step on you and wipe their feet on you at every chance that they get. But we have to understand that's not your tithes and that's not your offering. You have purpose, and your purpose is not to help everybody. Now, there will be people that will come along and your spirit will tell you which tithes and offerings you need to give. And then you be obedient to the spirit and you move forward and you go. But not everybody deserves your tithes and your offering. I'm always giving and giving too much of myself, and I realize that that's not healthy. Erica, that's it right there. I should be given to just God and myself and the ones that love me. And that is true and point. Here's the thing. I'm not telling anybody don't give, because I believe that when it's put on your heart for you to give and you do what you do. However, if it's depleting you, if it is making you ill, if you are having ailments because of all the giving that you are doing, something is not right. Your purpose should not hurt you. Your purpose should not harm you. Your purpose should uplift you. Your purpose should make you feel good. Your purpose should make you be like, yes, yes. You wake up in the morning and I'm on purpose. It should not be something that you are constantly complaining about. You don't never see the light. You're always in the darkness. You always hurt. The trauma is always at the forefront. That's not your tithes. That's not your offering. Hey, Queen Yamaya, the good morning. Erica said, you're trying to give tithes and offering to somebody that's not deserving. And that's my point. I'm going to get back to my story here in just a second. Hey, Julia, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Okay. Determined to Succeed said, some people just take, others absorb more than they give intentionally. They don't care about draining your peace because it's already absent in their life. That part. Y'all, we know we have spirit drainers, we have energy suckers, we have all of these things, right? People will come up next to you. Yeah, I want to say this because the elderly lady told me this. My prayer has always been that my spirit is so luminous and bright that it will attract people to me. So big that I got to turn sideways so I can fit through the door. This has been my prayer for years on top of years on top of years, when I realized that I had purpose, right? And my purpose wasn't to help everybody. My purpose was to do what I was put on this earth to do. And some of us have a long journey in order to find that. And I'm not sitting up here negating that. That's a fact. It is what it is. Everybody is different. Some people find it early. Some people find it late. Some people find it in the middle. Some people find it on top of a mountain. It is what it is. But I want to say this, right? I want to say this because I was draining every bit of my peace. I was not protecting my peace. I was not protecting myself. More often than not, I was tired. I was sick. I was doing all of the things because I was trying to do what they had told me I needed to do, right? I wanted salvation. I wanted to get to heaven. So I was raised that this is how you do it. You suffer and you don't complain. You help people because they don't have what you have. What I was never told in that was that that's not my tithes and not my offerings, because I can't offer something that I don't have for myself. I can't tithe something that I don't have for myself, right? I paid for this piece. The trauma, the stigma, the hurt, the shame, the guilt, I paid for this. But why am I giving it to somebody else for free when they ain't never earned the right? They never earned it to have my spirit. Y'all with me on that? So I'm going to say this, and some of you may agree, some of you may not, but today we're talking about not your tithes and not your offerings. I believe that your spirit is your God. I believe God is in you. I believe that early warning, that EWS, that early warning spirit, I believe that's God saying, hey, that's not for you. That little gut feeling that you get, that's your God saying, hey, Hey, and we can call it spirit. I call it spirit because I'm obedient to the spirit, but I'm also, the spirit is my God. I'm obedient to that because I believe that God is in everyone. And if God is in everyone, right, then you are already equipped with the tools. But what we've done is that it's been said that there's a tariff. There's boundaries and expectations. There's a tariff. There's a fee for my peace. And in order for me to be on purpose, I must know what my peace is. I must know what my tithes and my offerings are. I must know that. And if I don't know it for myself, then I can't keep giving it to somebody else. And then people keep asking you, like just said, they keep asking, and intentionally, because they know you're going to give it. You're not going to ask any questions. You're not going to ask. What are you going to ask for? Right? Hold on. Erica said, I love when I get on here and hear things I need to hear. Okay, Erica, that part right there. When you give, you shouldn't brag, boast, to take pictures and say, look. Okay. So see, they are blocking these comments. So I'm going to try to put them in. Erica said, when you give, you shouldn't brag, boast, to take pictures and say, look at what I did. And here's the thing. Sometimes some people do that. That's on them. That's how that is. I say that if you're giving of if you're giving energy, if you're saying that this is this and this is your purpose, then I think you should really think about what that is. All right. I always catch people making videos and stuff saying, look at what I did for this homeless person. Indeed. And everybody, they got their own cross to bear. So you know how that goes. We shouldn't be giving in God's name, but boasting because he does not want us to do that. Indeed. Oh my God. Can you say that again? That was beautiful. Queen said, you are to give freedom and your overflow. Do not deplete yourself to help. And that's what we normally do. That's what we normally do. I've been told all my sickness, all my struggles will be payment in the end. And Erica, this is something that most of us are told. I am Southern Baptist Christian, raised in that type of home. And it was always, you suffer because it'll be greater later. That's not my tithes and offering. Now I'm going to say this, right? That may have been my elders' tithes and offering. That may have been their teachings. But here I am saying, no, I got to work smarter, not harder. Like, why am I giving of this? Like, and then they didn't even ask me for it, but I'm already giving. I'm already in a negative before I even start giving. So my deficit is going to grow even bigger. Not my tithes, not my offering. That's not what that is. Okay, let me go over here. Keisha said, we need to normalize giving ourselves mercy and grace ×2. We let everyone else make it and excuse all the others, but hold ourselves in a vice grip. Stop it. And that's the truth. What we do is we don't ask anything of them, but here's the thing. Keisha just said it. What we will do, we will question ourselves 1,500 times before we give anything to ourselves, but we didn't give it away with coupons. We didn't give it away with a BOGO. We didn't give it away 15 times and 18 times on Sunday, and we ain't asked not one question. We ain't asked not one question. But we will question ourselves. We will question our very existence. Determined to Succeed said, woo, say it. Okay, you know, I'm trying this morning. She said, you have to be careful of those that are envious of your spirit as well. And here's the thing. I don't do anything more than what I do. I exist. Some of us have it. Some of us don't. Some of us have an overwhelming bag full of it. And some of us have a little bitty pocketbook, right, full of it. The reality of it is that we are put on this earth for a reason. Your journey is your journey. And I want to tell you all this because this person asking me this said to me that basically you can help me. I know that you're in community and you're doing all of this and, you know, and all of that. And Titan, I think that you should help me. If you can call such and such and do this and do that. And y'all, this is what I said. I said, no, not my tithes and not my offerings. And the reason I said no is because there's a tariff. There's a fee for you to come back into my good graces. Once you have done it, and my people are on here and they know my cutoff game is strong. And I ain't no more than a hill of beans to somebody. But my thing is, if I call you friend, that's sacred. I'm not talking about a friend request. I'm not talking about you clicking on a button and saying you're my friend on these platforms. That's not what I'm talking about. If I let you into my space, if I let you come in, you with me? If I give you my tithes and offering, that means that I have let you into my space and my place. That means that I trust you. And when you go, right, and you dilute that trust, right, you sever that trust, and then you do it in such a way, this person was so mean and ugly towards me. And now you have to turn around and ask me for help. But y'all, this is what I said to the person. I said, Titan. Titan said, what you gonna tell them? Because this is not your tithes, Titan. This is not your offering. And what I told them was no. I can't believe you. You're supposed to be all, ooh, God, and, and salvation and spirit and you community and you doing this and doing that, but you can't help me. Did you forget what you did? Y'all, I'm not saying that I'm not going to help anybody, right? But what I will not do, I'm not going back down that road. For what? Been there, done that, rode that ride and bought that t-shirt. Y'all, why am I playing over there? It didn't do me any good the last time I was over there. So why am I going over there? What am I going over there for? Tell me how this is going to help me. Oh, well, this is you doing God's work. No. God didn't send you over here for that. The devil is a lie. Well, I already knew you wasn't going to help me anyways. And well, if you knew it, then why you over here? You got to be careful, y'all. You got to be careful. This journey, this life is yours. And I'm not going to say that it's not. But you are put on this earth for a purpose and a reason, right? And a season and a lifetime. And some people come into your life for a reason. Some people come into your life to make sure that you know something. You got it. Some people are there with you for a season. They're going to be down with you. They're going to make sure that you are good. And some people are there with you for a lifetime, down like 4 flat tires, and you ain't going nowhere. You feel me? But we got to stop taking the reason and making it a lifetime. We got to stop putting God on everything, because that's not God. Because I'm going to say it to you again. I'm going to say it to you again, and you can believe me or you don't have to. You can feel how you want to feel. I don't believe God put you on this earth to be a doormat for everybody to wipe their feet on you at every chance that they get. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And you can argue with your own mama or daddy or family. Don't argue with mine, because that's not how we roll. You got to protect your peace. Some people will come to you because they know that you're going to give it freely. Some people will come to you, don't even need it, but intentionally they will come to you. They won't ask nobody else, because other people are going to give them the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're going to like, I ain't got time for that. But they're going to come to Titan, because Titan is going to say yes. Because Titan is God-fearing. Titan is doing the work of the community. So he's going to go ahead and say yes right off the bat. But you don't even need it. Yeah, I know I don't need it, but I'm going to ask Titan anyways. It's better to have a surplus than to use my own. Not your tithes and not your offerings. And y'all, this is not rocket science. I'm not saying that you need to figure out, okay. They got it. I shouldn't do it. No, protect your peace. If I don't feel it, I don't feel it. If the spirit doesn't move me, I don't move. And y'all got to be okay with that. Everything is not for you. Your purpose is not to serve everybody. My grandmother used to say, you have to pick your battles so you can win the war. Not everybody is your battle. Not everything deserves your tithes and your offerings. Not everybody. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, because some of y'all are sitting next to somebody that doesn't deserve your tithes and offering. Some of y'all are talking to somebody right now that doesn't deserve your tithes and your offerings. Some of y'all are loving on somebody that doesn't deserve your tithes and your offerings. Some of y'all are letting people stay with you in your circle, all of the things, and they have expired. Their time has expired. Their fees are due. Their rent, their mortgage is due, and you have yet to enforce it. Huh. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Determined to Succeed said, yes, it's going to cost you to get back in my good graces, as it should. Amazing topic today, Titan. I love you and keep being great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you, Determined to Succeed. Yes. Keisha said, in the words of Star Jones, nobody can call you a floor mat if you don't lay on the floor. And then I will go so far to even say this, Keisha. I don't care if you laying on the floor, right? Protect your peace. Bro, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You laying on the floor before they come to step on you, you make sure that you're protected. You make sure that there's a doorstop. You make sure that there is some type of signage or something to tell them to go the other way, because sometimes I may have to lay on the floor. Sometimes I may have to be down in the ditch and covered in mud. Sometimes. Not your tithes and not your offerings. This person was sitting across from me and telling me all of the things that I did wrong, all of the things that I could have done. But you need my help. Watch how people react to when you say no. Watch how they react when you say no. Watch how they react when you say no. That's going to be the sign right there. That's going to be them telling you. Not your tithes and not your offerings. If people are there for you, if God truly sent them, they are going to be in there. They are going to be through thick and thin with you. They're going to be down like 4 flat tires, and they ain't going nowhere. They're going to do. You with me? Y'all, be careful of those people that you always got to go through an obstacle course in order to be around. Be careful, because that's not your tithes and that is not your offerings. Okay, I'm just saying. Determined to Succeed said, I was getting ready for work and I had to come back and echo that last statement. You are speaking. Thank you so much, Determined to Succeed. Yes, indeed. Willie said, a lot of times what we perceive as a tithe and offering is some people's perception of a deserved taxation. Oh, no taxation without representation, okay? For being in our life. Stop feeding frogs for snakes. Oh, what you say, Willie? Stop feeding frogs for snakes? You know, that's a little country right there. Y'all know y'all from the country. Y'all know what we talking about. Determined to Succeed said expired. Expired. Okay. Keisha said absolutely. Come on, Willie. Okay. Look. Let me tell you. Erica said, do you have other platforms you work on? I would like to get to know your teachings better. I'm on all platforms, Erica. I am a Black gay man living with HIV, celebrating 21 years. I'm a community advocate, but I'm on all of the platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, all of the things, right? You can just type Titan Capri into your search engine and you should be able to find me. And thank you so much. Okay, okay, all right, y'all. Let me go because it's almost 9. Let me get to this. Okay. So what we want to talk about, y'all, there are a couple of things that I want to say to you all before we get out of here. We want to talk about healthy boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries. We want to talk about this because we have had unhealthy boundaries because we have been trying to give tithes and offering to people that don't deserve it. Number one. Number two, we have misplaced expectations. Mm, hold on to that. And you must protect what God has entrusted in you. So let's talk about these healthy boundaries real quick. These boundaries. Y'all stop playing. Okay. Hey, y'all, look, y'all, I'm so sorry. Over on Instagram, I looked away for a little bit. Hey, Kendall. Hey, Mona. Hey, Fly Girl. Good morning. Hey, Josemel. Okay. Fly Girl J said, "Can we say ouch? They act all they act all out of sorts, like they don't really need your little old $40 or whatever the amount was." That part right there, Fly Girl. Let me tell you, people will, when you tell them no, the truth will come out. So I want people just to make sure that they stay with that, right? All right, stay with that. Erica said, "You're just amazing. Thank you so much." Tina said, "Yes, and thank you. Thank y'all so much." So, y'all, this morning we're talking about not your tithes and not your offerings. What I want to say before I leave, I'm going to go to commercial and I'm going to come back real quick, right? But I want to say this, right? We have to have boundaries and expectations. We have to have boundaries and expectations, right? And it's not wrong for you to ask of those. That's the tariff, that's the fee for your tithes and offerings, right? But this is what I want you to really take home today, this morning, to be in solidarity with yourself. You got to protect what God has entrusted to you. Your purpose is what God has entrusted to you. So you must protect it. And how do you protect it? Protecting your peace, understanding what's not your tithes and not your offerings. You are not put on this earth to be a doormat for people just to step on you and wipe their feet on you whenever they feel. You are here for blessings. You are here for love. You are here for understanding. You are here for riches. You are here for grace. Will there be things that happen in your life? Sure there will, because you're human. And that's what happens. Life will life. But before you give your tithes and offerings, next time, apply a tax. Apply boundaries and expectations, a fee. Because this person told me straight up that they needed my help after they threw me under the bus. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I had to understand that this person was not my tithes and not my offerings. I had to understand that as long as I keep helping them, I was hindering myself. I was hurting myself. My spirit said, "Tighten." I said, My spirit said, "Don't you dare." And I said, "No, but spirit, I gotta go over there because this is what I'm doing. I gotta see God. I gotta go to heaven. I gotta be saved. I gotta have salvation." No, you don't. If you don't sit your behind down somewhere and let them fend for themselves, just because you have, that don't mean that they should have. And some of y'all are not gonna like because it goes against everything you've been taught. Everything that you've been taught. Here at Titan in the Morning, we speak it. We speak the truth. Y'all, I have learned. I've been around the block and I done stood on a couple of corners. I understand. I understand what it is. Erica says sometimes God has them struggling so they can come to him for help. Indeed. Indeed. I'm not even going to argue with that. Tina said, I'm behind 2 years on taxes doing for ungrateful others. No more. That part, Tina, that part. Okay. Tina said, I've been one and I'm out of that now. So grateful. I know my worth. And that's it. Y'all, it's not rocket science. It's not anything like that. Know who you are, know what you're doing, know what you're supposed to do. And then that's how you do it. That's how you do it. All right, y'all, real quick, let me go to a commercial real quick and I'll be right back. I'm just going to do the Titan Capri experience commercial and be back, and then we're going to get up out of here. Today, we're talking about not your tithes and not your offerings. Protect your peace. Indeed. My name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. I would like to introduce you to the Titan Capri experience, where our mission is to curate spaces and places that educate people living with HIV and the people that support them with experiences that bridge the gap between community and resources. Our vision is to center the human aspect of people living with HIV and the people that support them with the focus on the mental, emotional, and spiritual support needed to thrive in your integrated communities. That is the Titan Capri experience. Good morning. All right, y'all. Look, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here this morning. This morning, we were talking about not your tithes and not your offerings. I want to lend this to you. You do the work. You do what you feel God put you on this earth to do. But y'all, I want to tell y'all this. If you are constantly hurting, constantly in the back, constantly left holding the bag, that's not your tithes and not your offerings. Will things be rough? Yes. Will things come against you? Yes. Things will happen. But I don't believe that you are married to long suffering. I know what it says. I know what it says in the Bible. I know what we've been taught. But I do believe that you deserve peace. I believe that you deserve to be on purpose and to have riches and blessings and all of the things, right? Now, your riches and blessings may not look like the next person's riches and blessings, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. Everybody can't be on the same playing field doing the same thing at the same time because we all got work to do. We all have jobs. And being on purpose is my job. That's what that is. So I want to say that to you this morning. Y'all, I don't ever want to come on here and tell you something that I don't know. I don't ever want to come on here and tell you that it's not for you. I want you to be in love and have the riches and the blessings and to be have peace all the way around. However, y'all got to stop giving away your tithes and offering to things that do not serve you, to people, places, and things that do not serve you, because that's not your purpose. That's not protecting your peace. And somebody's already arguing. I see the moderators canceling out these comments. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something, and then I'm out of here. What I learned on this journey of therapy, searching for peace, loving myself, getting back to myself, getting back to my power, my position, and my purpose, is that I had a skewed vision or outlook on how my blessings would come. I believed for so long that the only way that I was going to get a blessing is to suffer. The only way that I was going to get a blessing is to be broke, is to not have anything. That's what I believe because I was brought up in a house to where we gave. We didn't expect anything in return. Now, y'all, I'm still like that. I don't expect anything in return, but if my spirit says no, I don't do it. If my spirit says that EWS, that early warning spirit, if it says Titan, stop, I stop. Titan, don't you go back over there. I don't go back over there. Y'all feel me? I think that's where we have to be we have to understand where we are and what we're doing. That's not your tithes. That's not your offerings. You should not be tithing to everybody. And you should not be offering to everybody. Because whether you want to admit it or not, whether you want to say it or not, whether you want to feel it, believe it, whatever you want to do, whether you want to do that, that's not why God put you on this earth. And if I'm wrong, y'all talk to me. If y'all feel that I'm wrong, y'all DM me. Let me know. But that's not your tithes and not your offering. Everybody is not for you. Everybody don't need your saving. Everybody don't need your tithes and offering. You got to understand, anything worth having is worth working for. But if you're going to give it away with coupons, then you give it away. Don't expect nothing, but come on. Where has that got you? If other people can make you pay time, energy, validation, if they can make you pay, why can't you? I have been blessed, y'all. And my spirit is telling me to say this to whoever this is right here. I have been blessed beyond means, and I am thankful for that. But not everybody deserves my peace. I got to this point by working hard, going to therapy, making sure that I'm good. And now that I have it, I'm going to give it away. Because when I was down at 20%, y'all was still asking. The hands were still out, and I was still giving. You know how when your phone get down to like 8%, 3%, 2%, things stop working. You can't make a call like this. You can't take a picture. They cutting this off. You can't use your flashlight. You can't do because there's not enough energy. That's not your tithes and that's not your offering. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to get to work. But y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And thank you all so much for being who you are. Look, my name is Titan Capri. All you got to do is type it into your search engine and go ahead on and look me up. I am a Black gay man living with HIV, celebrating 21 years. And I want to say thank you all for allowing me to be on this platform and talk to you all and be with you all and be able to bring you topics like this. Thank you all so much. TikTok, y'all go to my TikTok shop and get y'all a nice old Titan in the Morning mug. Get y'all a t-shirt, get y'all some socks, get y'all all the things that you want to get. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all going over to my shop. Look, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be great. I'll see you soon. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called a Titans Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me? And then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan groove. Sit da 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 da. Sit da 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 da. So da 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 Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right. Keep it going. I'm going to ask something of y'all. Y'all going to help me out? Yeah. All right. It's going to go like this. Y'all follow me. I am. I can be. I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am. I can be. I will be. All right, keep going.
I am.
I
can be.
All right.
I will be.
I'm going to add something and keep going.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
That's it.
I will be.
Worthy. Come on.
I can be. I will
I see you moving in your seat. Come on.
I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.